Hey guys, this is Nathan Clark coming at you from my basement home gym again. I'm going to show you an awesome shoulder workout today that's going to leave them extremely pumped, probably more than they ever have been. What I'm going to do first here, it's going to be 4 sets straight of lateral raises. Now when you do these lateral raises, I don't want you doing the traditional way. We're going to do one arm at a time. It's going to be leaning in the first 2 sets like this, and then leaning out the second 2 sets like this. What that's going to do is remove momentum. So when you come up for your lateral raise, I want you to do this simple tweak. You're going to come up here, and then you're going to supinate your wrist at the top, almost like you're pouring water out of a pitcher. So I'm going to show you the movement. It's going to be 4 sets, no rest in between each of these sets. You're going to do 12 reps each, okay? So first it's going to be leaning in on one foot, turn up at the top, turn up at the top. That's the first set. The second set is leaning in from behind you because it hits the deltoids from a different angle. And then the last 2 sets are going to be from the side, leaning out, chest out, tall, push through the leg, no momentum, squeeze at the top and supinate. 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 That's going to be 4 sets of 12 with no rest. Now what I find with shoulders is you have to do high volume with very little rest. They respond much better as far as hypertrophy. Alright guys, 4 sets of 12, no rest. I'm only taking 30 seconds rest and I'm going straight to this machine. This is the Icarian standing lateral raise machine. Excellent machine. If you have this in your gym, you're lucky. You can also use cables. So it's the same type of movement but with cables this time. I'm going to lean forward slightly, grab it without a thumbless grip, and come all the way to the top controlled. What I like about this machine is it lets me get that top range of motion up here that you can't typically get with resistance. I lean forward, I'm squeezing my abs, and I'm thinking about turning and supinating my wrist at the top of the movement. Now when I fatigue after 10 to 12 reps, I do one arm at a time. So that's going to be 4 sets of 12. 30 seconds rest in between each set. Alright guys, I'm going to superset this standing lateral raise. I got my stopwatch. We're going to use these bands. Now find some bands in your gym or at home. Excellent way to really bring more blood into your shoulder. So I like to do this for about 2 minutes. I'm grabbing the bands and I'm keeping my hands above my shoulders the whole time. So what we're looking here is time under tension. This will blow up your deltoids more than you're used to. Again, keeping it up here the entire time. This is for time. Do it as long as you can. I usually shoot for about 2 minutes because you're already fatigued. It's going to be a lot harder than it looks. All right, we're going to do a superset here. We're going to go from front raises on an incline bench to rear delt raises, okay? So this is something you may not do very often, but a great exercise. I'm using the band to get a little harder. I like to knee on this particular bench, 60 degrees. What I'm doing is I'm raising these as high as I can. This is hitting my middle traps as well as my front delts. 12 reps on this. I'm going to do some rear delt rows. Now I want to show you the correct posture to have. What you want to do is retract your scapula first and then bring your arms up. So it's actually one motion. You're thinking about squeezing your scapula together. I like to do it on this prone high row bench, which is fantastic. If you have one of these, definitely use it. It's a much better angle. So thumbless grip, lightweight. I'm actually supinating at the top of this movement to hit all fibers of the rear delt and the teres. Squeeze your scapula together. Keep your chest high. Use a lot lighter weight than you're used to on that. You're going to feel it much more. Now we're moving on to a pressing movement here. This is one of my favorite shoulder machines. Bodymaster's 280 XA shoulder press. It's got a foot pedal. It's giving me a pre-stretch. It's got these rotating D handles. Now this is a great machine because I love the angle. I feel it much more in the shoulders than the triceps. So we're going to do 3 sets of 12, 45 seconds rest in between these. And what we're going to do is a drop set on the last 2 sets. It's a beautiful arcing motion that hits all 3 heads of the deltoid. So you're going to do 2 drop sets on that. You're going to be fried. All right, guys, I got a great finisher for you. Your delts are already very pumped. We're going to do a fantastic finisher that's gonna finish them off even more. So you don't need a lot of weight on this. I've just got a 35 and a 10. This is gonna be a controlled negative. Now I aim for 60 to 75 seconds. What it's gonna be is I'm just slowly allowing the weight to bring me down, controlled, trying to fight every square inch, okay? And you don't need a ton of weight here, but just controlled all the way down. I like to go behind my neck, and then if you get really ambitious, you can do it for 2 sets. And then I hold it in this stretch position. Sometimes I pulse it, and then I'm done. And I actually like to flex my my deltoids after. I promise you, after this workout, your deltoids, your shoulders will absolutely be more pumped than they ever have. You take off your shirt and your traps will be popping out of your shirt. Try this workout out. I think you'll like it. Lots of great workouts to come from my Paradise Basement Home Gym. Some of the best equipment in the world, hand-picked. I'm going to show you some awesome stuff. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.